I I have a microphone this time. I just recently got it and stuff, partly to replace the old one I had which got broke. Yeah. As can be noted, there's a new kind of rocket launcher. This one, however, is a rocket shovel. Its purpose is digging things, which it's demonstrating right there. Yeah, a setting is used to control whether or not the terrain is destructible. In this case, it can be set so that normal weapons will not damage the terrain. However, the rocket shovel will retain the ability to damage terrain. That's its main property. And it also will do reduced damage against enemies or against the person using it. Yep. It also has a lower MP cost. So, yeah. Otherwise, for these here dungeons, they're basically a generated structure in the terrain system. Yeah. They're basically placed randomly along an even grid, though it's a three-dimensional grid similar to that of the terrain itself. Again, digging a hole. This time it goes into a different hallway. And when the torch is destroyed, it also destroys the light. Yep. That was a place I'd previously been. Okay, transition. Basically, this is me here flying around with no clip enabled. And setting the force time to day. Yep. This is here an area called the Nether biome, which is kind of obvious where that came from. Currently there are multiple worlds, it's just this is the main default world. And it has biomes. Pretty much. Again, by no clipping around, well, it can be seen that there's a dungeon underground. Yep. Currently it's set to be most likely between a certain range of Z coordinates, so yeah. This was mostly just more flying around here. Yep. Desert biome. So totally not obvious. And also my attempt at a jungle biome. It is in fact a fair bit more lame than its inspiration material, but works. That's basically a video rendering optimization feature. If the frame rate drops too low, then it will switch back to a simpler rendering strategy. In this case, the low speed was due to probably the massive amount of chunk generation. Also, a certain amount of time is required for converting the chunks into geometry, so it's kind of why it takes a while. There's a clip there. Yep, trees. Those trees are basically a fair bit taller than the normal versions. They also have a trunk thickness of 2 rather than 1. So it's basically 2 by 2 trunk. And a body of water. Actually, currently, like, the world is toroidal and roughly about the size of Phobos on its major axes. Namely, it's about 64 kilometers around. This was deliberate. Originally, it was a big flat plane, but the choice to make it like finite and toroid, yeah, can't speak. Yeah, to make it a torus was intentional. Not yet come up with a great explanation for why it's a torus, but probably something about space warping or something. Good enough explanation as any, I guess. I was also digging a hole there. Yeah. One of my original biomes is visible here, namely the metal biome. Its main property is trees are metal. Pretty much.